Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back. My name is Reese Rose and I'm here to bring a message for whomever this resonates with. But first, I also want to say thank you guys for waiting on me through this mini hiatus. I just came back from a well needed vacation. I feel amazing. And I just wanted to say that in case anybody was just wondering where I was. Here I am. Hey. Anyway, all right. So today's message, all right, we have a Five of Cups, a Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is good news. This is good news. Sometimes I get a little nervous about like what's going to come out, and I don't want to ever bash y'all too hard. But today, or at least right now, I don't have to. So, okay, this is a good one because for somebody out there, if things were feeling a little slow, like you were just down or like not really feeling your circumstances, whatever was feeling a little discouraging, I think that's the perfect word. Whatever, if you were feeling discouraged, you were crying over spilled milk. So the Five of Cups is the card of crying over spilled milk, and sometimes I don't read like the messages of the cards verbatim because the Five of Cups is a card of crying over spilled milk, and sometimes that meaning isn't always that blatant, but for right now it is. So like somebody was crying over spilled milk in regards to something about the past. So yeah, so whatever the discouragement was, it had to do with something of the past. But the good news that I was referring to is you found it somewhere in you to heal. So there was something that was tripping. Okay, let me iron this out. I know I'm a little all over the place, and it's gonna make sense in a second. But there was something that was tripping you up, right? And whatever it was, you had your head down, like it was tripping you up. And when you go through things, sometimes you can be a worrier about it. So like you'll get burned a little bit, but my chest is big, I'm gonna keep going. Nah, you had your head down and it sucked. Like whatever it was in the past, it definitely tripped you up. It held you back from something. It like there was some type of blockage there because there was like this little area where you needed to heal, and you didn't necessarily face that yet. So like because you didn't face that, whatever the discouragement was, it was like it had a hold on you. But you found a space to do that healing. So the Queen of Cups is what I'm referring to, because the Five of Cups is in line with the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is the card of the past, but it's also a card of healing because it's something that you're overcoming within your past. It's something that you can look past now. It's not something that's holding you there. So I said I was all over the place. Give me a second. With the Queen of Cups, you chose yourself. So whatever this was that was holding you up in the past, it sucks really bad. And it was something that was a little small, but for you it sucked. So it sucked for you really bad. But it was something that was spilled milk a little bit, like it was something that happened, but you were supposed to see past it. And you couldn't necessarily because of whatever that blockage was in your past. Whatever it was, I don't necessarily know. The collective is too big for me to pinpoint minor details, but you choosing yourself with this Queen of Cups literally opened doors for you. Like this Queen of Cups is in line with this Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion. A lot of energy is in this Three of Wands. That's a card of like your ship's coming in. You can't really see it, but there's like little tiny boats on this card, but your ships are coming in. So with you choosing yourself, because you've made a decision to like, yeah, I'm not going to be tripped up over this anymore. I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to be bigger than what it is that's holding me back. And you literally just doing that opened up everything for you. Literally opened up everything for you. And the message is so interesting because it's such a blatant message. And usually with something like that, you'd see like stronger cards or a stronger energy or something like that. But nah, it's actually something that's very subtle. And before, because I pre-shuffle like I always do, and when I saw the original spread, I was like, oh, I can't wait to get to the clarifiers because I really want to see what the rest of this message had to say. But yeah, looking at it, it's such a, how do you I'm trying to say this in the best analogy possible, because it's such a silent message. It's not, though, because it's blatant. It's a clear message. However, it's like something, the actions are speaking for it. Like, we don't even have to, it's like, I don't know. I don't even think I'm saying it correctly, but I don't know. It's like words aren't doing it justice. This message right here, you don't need words, really. And it's so funny because the overall message is, the overall energy is the Queen of Swords. And that's a card of authority, speaking your truth, your authenticity. But even with all of that, it's like, yo, it's such a silent energy about this. Like, maybe because, let me get into the rest of it. I think it's because whatever healing that was done here with you choosing yourself, you did it by yourself. You did it in the privacy of your space. With this Hermit card, it wasn't something that you had to boast about. It wasn't something that you had to yell about. You didn't have to tell the world, like, oh yeah, this happened to me and I want everybody to watch me heal. That's not what this is. Like, it's something that's like, yo, this happened to me and I see where this is taking me, or lack thereof. And you choosing yourself and being like, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to do something about this in my own privacy, where it's just me and God. And the Hermit mode right here, where it's just you and God. The Hermit, the story of this card right here, this guy is in a tunnel, right? It's just him and his lantern right here. Oh, of course, his staff, this staff. But the reason he has a staff is because he's in a tunnel. So this lantern that he's holding is his healing. Within it is the star. The star card is a card of healing. So that energy is literally in his lantern, and that is what's guiding him through the tunnel that he can't see in, because it's dark as hell, and the only light that he has is the star. And that's crazy, because the only light he has is his own healing. So he can't access that light unless he chooses to actively heal. You feel me? So the staff here is what he's using to navigate with. He has to like feel around and stuff like that. That was your energy with whatever it was that tripped you up. You chose to go within and do the healing on your own time. And in this, yeah, because right next to this is the Two of Wands. More wands. Yeah, okay. The Two of Wands is a card of planning. So you literally went into the shadows and was like, nah, screw this. Like, I'm going to make a way for myself. I'm not going to sit here and wait for, because a lot of times people be like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for God to show me a way. I'm waiting for, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You have to actively choose yourself. And when you do that, you have to lay the foundation. You have to set those, what am I even saying? As you take your step, that's not something to leave up to chance. That's not, and I know Source, God, this is a big entity here. So like, I don't even want to say, oh yeah, we can't leave it in God's hands, because we can. But God don't want you to do that. God's not telling you to do that. God don't be saying to do that. I don't know if I can't speak on religions because I'm not of that, but I know a lot of the times that's what's taught in holy text, to wait on God. And you can't do that for real. You really can't. I think sometimes that message gets construed with waiting on God, because absolutely we're supposed to, but not in that context. So when you're waiting on something to happen, you will literally be waiting forever, because even holy texts say that faith without works is dead. So you got all this faith in the world, but you're not doing nothing with it. What's the point of having the faith? What's the point of all of that? God's given you mad power and all of this, but you're literally sitting there and like, I'm going to just wait for some more. You got it already. You having an indication or that inkling in your head, that was God. That's all you need. That's enough for you to put that foot forward and keep going. So, anyway, going back to the Hermit and where you were within this Hermit energy, you were laying the foundation because you wasn't accepting that. You wasn't trying to hear, oh yeah, I gotta wait for source, I gotta wait for God, because you probably would have been waiting forever. I think that's what was in the Six of Cups energy that was holding you back in the past, that was making you cry over spilled milk. Whatever it was something that you weren't necessarily doing something about. But with you choosing yourself and laying that foundation, yeah, and now your ships are coming in because you actually did something about it. You did the work. I don't even want to say the work, but really that's what it is though. You did work. You chose yourself rather than sitting there and just leaving it up to chance, because that's not realistic. And in that, wow, okay, so there's a lot of messages in this. There's a lot of messages coming through. Let's get some clarifiers. In that, we have the Two of Pentacles here. So the balancing that you did, the highs, the lows, like the Two of Pentacles, can you see this card? You see how he's juggling these two pentacles right here? He's juggling, that's the highs and the lows. That's you dealing with the good times, the bad times. Because this is a Five of Cups. So although it was uncomfortable for you, it was also something that was a little small, you know? So with this Two of Pentacles, that's you juggling the fact that, yeah, it hurt me, but at the same time, I do realize that this is something that I can overcome. You know, like I'm not going to sit here and make this one thing the biggest thing. Like I recognize both sides of it here. So that's the Two of Pentacles. And you juggling that, you have a great handle of it. Because before you didn't necessarily. Life was just coming at you and you was just taking it, and yeah, you just seeing what the outcome was going to be, but you took charge and was like, nah, I'm going to take matters into my own hands with this Two of Pentacles, and I'm going to figure this out. Yeah, let me see what the clarifiers got to say. This is a very, very, very clear message, but it's so funny how it came out, though, because the message that it is, I would expect different cards, but I'm guessing these are the cards that came out because there was something silent about the way in which you moved, you know? It wasn't loud and boastful, even though the overall energy is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the overall energy is the Queen of Swords because you allowed your truth to speak. So even though it was a Five of Cups situation where you were crying over spilled milk, it was still your truth. So even the hell with the cards at this point. Like, even if they over here talking about, oh, you're crying over spilled milk, can't nobody tell you what was small and what wasn't. If this was something that actually got to you, then this is something that got to you. And the only way you can deal with it is if you deal with it. So, yeah, you can't brush things off and be like, oh, that's small, just blah, 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 because it's something that actually pierced you. And if you don't deal with it, then you will be stuck in this past energy, this Six of Cups energy, where you're forced now to heal because you're not going to move. You'll be forever stagnant and stuck. Yeah, so your authenticity and your truth is literally what set you free. You acknowledging that. So that's good. That's very healthy, because a lot of the times when people go through things and they experience a Five of Cups energy where it's like, oh man, this is small, I'm crying over nothing. Some people like to sweep it under the rug because they're a little embarrassed about dealing with it because the world may think it's small. Like, no, the hell what the world thinks. This is your truth. Even if it's something that's small, you still have to deal with it. You still have to overcome it. Because look, you overcame it now, but the past was saying like you were stuck in this Five of Cups energy, and because of that, you weren't moving. You weren't able to overcome and get past that. And like something so small like that will really like hold up the entire journey for you. So even if the world thinks it's small, this is something that actually has to get ironed out, and you chose to do that. So that's what's up. And the Hermit energy too, and the privacy of your own space, that's actually very, very healthy. sometimes a lot of people, they like to have anybody and everybody on their team helping them overcome something, and that's okay. But sometimes, even with all those energies around you contributing to your healing, some people don't even take it seriously, and they just they go back to the bullshit that they was doing. Like, why would you even gather all of this assistance and all of this? Like, these are things that can help you elevate, but like you didn't even ask for that. You literally was just like, nah, I'm serious about this, and it's me and God. And that's good. Not that that makes you any better than anybody who does have to gather others around, but I'm saying, like, there's a very like, you were so serious about it. You were so serious about it. A lot of times when people, I'm not even gonna go in. Going to source is the best way, though. Going to source is the best way. Yeah, to have that support, that moral support from others around you is comforting, but that's not the end all be all. At the end of the day, it's going to have to be you and source. But you skipped all of that. You went straight to source. So, like, shout out to you. And that opened up a lot. They didn't even tell me what exactly it opened up. They were just like, yo, you laid the foundations and now your shit's coming in. All because, like, you chose to do the healing and your authenticity is speaking for itself. So, let's see what they talking about, though. I wonder if they're going to tell me what exactly is coming in. If you laid the foundation for something, you was like, nah, I ain't staying there no more. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody got time? Not the Three of Wands clarified by the Three of Wands. More ships coming in. Listen, this is going to be a quick message. I see I'm clearly about to wrap it up. I already knew. I was staring at these cards right before I started speaking. I'm like, man, I wonder if I could drag this a little bit because it's a clear message. I mean, as quiet as the message is, it's clear as day. It is clear as day. But this Three of Wands, though, you have a lot of expansion coming and a lot of movement, like lots of movement. So if somebody was, speaking of stagnancy, if someone was a little bored before, maybe like looking for some type of movement, here it come. Here it come. Three of Wands clarified by the Three of Wands. With the Fool. So it's the energy of new beginnings. Like, literally, if you were stagnant before and you were like, yo, where is my, when is it all going to happen for me? Like, even if you were feeling the momentum and you was putting forth the energy, but like weren't seeing the results, that's null and void now. Like, this is a whole new beginning with the Fool card here. This is a total new beginning. Like, whatever you were feeling before, nah. Even if you had movement before, it's not gonna be the same movement. Like, this is different moves that's being made. Like, you're about to be busy. You're about to be busy, man. Let's see. In a healthy way. With the Chariot, I'm happy because this deck I pull in reverse as well. This first deck that I pulled, this spread right here, that's only upright, and that's usually what I start with. But this deck, everything's coming out upright, so they're straight telling me like, yo, and this is the Chariot. They're straight telling me like, yo, there's about to be mad movement. Oh yeah, oh my God, that's a lot of movement. You're gonna be really busy. I don't know how else to say this. Like, you're taking control. A lot of control. You're not waiting. I don't know how much more I can emphasize that. Like, you realized what it was that was holding you back, and you're like, oh, okay, bet. And that's all you need sometimes. Like, that realization, that really be all you need sometimes. Like, oh, okay, that's what was holding me back. Like, all right, watch this. And you on that horse, man. Like, take it off, bro. I'm talking to myself here. I'm gonna call that in for me because I like this message. So I'm gonna sprinkle this juju on my life too. So we busy. We out. This Chariot here, let's see. Because this Chariot, it's like whatever. Come on, man. Yo. This chariot right here, whatever was holding you back, okay. The image is not on this card, but on another tarot deck, in a traditional tarot deck, there we go. In a traditional deck, the chariot is, there's a guy on a, I don't know if it's a horse, a lion, whatever animal he's on, or maybe he's on a throne. I'm not too sure, but there's one side over here, and like, okay, so here we go. So there's a lion on this leash right here, and a lion on this leash right here, and it's just this guy, and he's on like I guess I wouldn't even know what to call it. But whatever he's on, you got two lions in your hands. So like, you ain't stronger than no lions. But if this lion pulls him in this direction and this lion pulls him in that direction, he's chariot energy, so he ain't going nowhere. He can have gorillas pulling him and he's not going anywhere, because that's just the energy of the chariot. So like, you can have the strongest tornado happen on this side and the most tragic thing happen on this side, but because I'm so grounded in who the hell I am, because I'm so strong and what the fuck I got going on, no one's pulling me, no one's moving me. That's a chariot energy right here. So I said that because earlier I referenced the fact that the Two of Pentacles was here, and that was you dealing with the highs and the lows, the double sides of everything that you had to face. Even though the world may deem whatever it was that you went through as small, it wasn't small to you. Yeah, the chariot energy right here, it's like, yo, I dare something like that to happen to me right now. Because Five of Cups, where? I'm going to have to heal again from what? Like, nah, you're in chariot energy. Bro, and then the next card that came out was the Nine of Pentacles. I laughed when I saw this, because even if anybody who's reading this right now that's resonating with this is in a relationship, the Nine of Pentacles energy is somebody who could do bad or God by themselves. By themselves, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is basically Queen of Pentacles energy. I know I don't have the illustration here, but a Queen of Pentacles is somebody who can turn, she can multiply whatever you give her. So the King of Pentacles would bring home the bacon. The Queen of Pentacles is going to fry it. That's the Queen of Pentacles. She can flip it. So the Nine of Pentacles, same energy, except the Nine of Pentacles is just you single. Queen of Pentacles, she got a king, right? Because she's a queen. So that's the court card. She got a whole king. The Nine of Pentacles is just you. It's single energy. And if you're in a relationship, that's cool, but this still applies to the fact that you are doing this by your damn self. You can do bad all by yourself. You chose to go into hermit energy, talk to source, and get over all of this. That was all you. You chose to ignite your healing because you weren't comfortable where you were. That's all you. You making these small decisions like that is bringing in your shifts and giving you this new beginning. But yo, this new beginning is not anything that you faced before. Like, it's a total new beginning. Like, you're gonna see what I'm talking about when it actually happens. I'm excited, and I don't even think there's enough words in the English language that could actually explain what it is that the fuck this is. But like, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury. You got some luxury coming in. Like, literally, whatever you were experiencing before, it's not that. You have a whole new beginning coming in, all because you chose to put yourself out there with God, because that's an uncomfortable place to be. The hermit, you don't know what the hell is in that cave. It's just dark. And all you have is your healing, your light. Oh, and by the way, your healing, your light, that's not God. That's all you. God's right there watching you. So you can't be like, oh yeah, source gonna guide me. No. Source is gonna be in your ear, but you have to make this light yourself. So again, that's a decision that you made, and that's all you. That's all your energy. Your energy is getting you through that tunnel, through that cave, through that dark whatever, because you can't see shit in there. But your energy got you through that. And because that happened, yo, this Three of Wands, this new beginning with this Fool card, the Chariot here, where can't nobody pull you in any direction, because before that might have happened. Like, when you have unhealed energy in your aura, the smallest thing can trigger you. It depends what exactly is unhealed, but like, the smallest thing has the power to trigger you because you didn't do that healing. Not no more. Not no more, yo. What's this? A Page of Pentacles in reverse. I ain't mad at that. I still am not mad at that, because that's next to the Nine of Pentacles with all these great cards. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Let me see if there's illustration. No. Okay. Well, the Page of Pentacles can relate to a new opportunity. With it being in reverse, I'm still getting the same energy. However, it's like, this is something that you've created. Again, I'm being redundant at this point. Yeah, like I said, the energy is so blatant. So with this Page of Pentacles in reverse, this new opportunity, this is an opportunity that you created for yourself, obviously. But it's new though. It's fresh because it's a page. And it's a pentacle. So Pentacles, because that card is about new opportunities. But because it's a pentacle, it's a materialistic suit. Boy. And then it's next to the Nine of Pentacles. So that equates to 10 Pentacles. There is favor within reach. Like, you can touch it. Like, you're right there. You ever play that game of like, oh, you're getting warmer. Oh, nah, you're cold. Nah, you getting warm. You right there. And this is something that's within reach. You can reach out and touch it. With this Nine of Pentacles and this Page of Pentacles in reverse, I'm actually going to get a few more clarifiers, because this is actually really fun. I'm telling you, I'm relating to this. So I'm like, what else y'all got for me? My bad, y'all. This y'all reading for real. But I'm super resonating with this because this is something that's not going to just happen for right now. You chose to heal a lineage. You're making moves for your generation. This is not something that's just for the right now. This is legacy. This is longevity. When I'm telling you, whatever you experienced before is not going to be in this new chapter, you are literally calling forth a new beginning in regards to everything. Everything. And the way you move, and not even the way you move, just the motion around you. Like, the energy that you're attracting. Man. But now this Nine of Pentacles is looking really good though, because that's signifying that you're not waiting on nobody. You can do that really all by yourself. That's fun. So it's like a lifestyle upgrade. I see habits changing. I was actually discussing this today. When you do stuff like that, you pay yourself. So the Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles is a suit of, materialism, money, because it's a pentacle. But with this Nine of Pentacles, you're investing in yourself for the later. So, yeah, whatever you can do for right now that'll pay off later, something as small as you choosing to heal or you choosing to work out, like your tomorrow self is going to thank you for that. That's the Nine of Pentacles, and it's right next to this Page of Pentacles. Even though it's in reverse, it doesn't matter. That adds up to 10 Pentacles. So hell yeah, your future self is going to thank you, because that's 10 Pentacles. That's legacy. That's longevity. Not only is your tomorrow self going to thank you, but Your kids' tomorrow self is going to thank you. Your kids' tomorrow self is going to thank you. It's generational here. You choosing to do that created a whole butterfly effect for your lineage, yo. And it's crazy how subtle these cards came out. It was just like, oh yeah, I just want to let you know that because you did that healing work, here go everything. That's what these cards were saying. They were kind of like whispering it. It wasn't even something that was big and blatant. It was one major arcana in here, and that was a hermit. That was a hermit. Yeah, it was one major. Oh, but this spread we got. Yeah, I was just talking about this one though. This one over here was the one that was whispering, like, oh yeah, by the way, you did the healing. Like what? But that's what's up though. Let's see what's in these. Let me get a few and then I'm out of here. Whoa. I hope it's a few, because what is this? This threw me off. So, okay. So somebody did this in a smart way. So 7 of Spades, to equate that to the tarot deck, that would be the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, I don't have the illustration here to show you guys on a card, but there's a lot of meanings within that card. What I'm getting specifically is on the card, there's a person running away with 5 swords and like 5 swords on his shoulder, and there are 2 swords in the ground over there. But he's actually at war with these people who he's stealing the swords from, right? So whoever like his opponent is armed, but he don't got nothing. So he's like, okay, how am I going to beat my opponent that got all these swords and I don't got nothing? I'm going to steal their swords. That's exactly what he did. So he took 5 of their swords and left them with 2. That's the 7 of Spades right here. So you outsmarted whatever energy that was trying to come against you, if there was. With this 5 of Cups, there may have been an energy that was withholding you, like trying to prevent you from overcoming whatever it was in the past that you needed to heal from. And you were like, nah, I know exactly how I'm going to do this. And you did it in a way that you outsmarted whatever that opposing force was by beating them at their own game. Let me see something. By beating them at their own game, man, you got the fuck with this 8 of Cups. You funny. Okay. But hey, like, cause why are you staying there, right? Why stay in a place that you're not welcome, that you're not. This is your whole opponent here who's trying to fight you. Why would you sit there and be like, oh yeah, I got your swords, all right? Like, nah, go. If you stole this, you just stole something. Get out. And that's exactly what you did. So you beat this opposing force at their own game. Because lower vibrations like that, when it gets to you, if it has the opportunity to affect you, that's it getting to you. And that energy will do whatever it can to keep your ass there. Whatever it can to keep you there. And you said no. No. And not only that, you did too. Like, you wasn't playing no games. Page of Swords right here. Yeah. All right. So you were very smart about it. So there's a lot of strategy in here. You thought this through. This is something that was on your mind. Not too much, but swords is in here. So it's definitely something that was on your mind. And yeah, because the 7 of Swords plus this Page of Swords right here, that's 8 swords. So 8 of Swords is a card of like you being trapped by your own thoughts. It could be a little bit of a victim mentality thing. Like I said with this 5 of Cups. Now again, that's not taking back anything that I was saying. Like whatever it was for you, if it was uncomfortable for you, if it was big for you, can't nobody tell you that it was small. Can't nobody say that. Even if the card does say you're crying over spilled milk, can't nobody tell you how big and small something that hurt you was. However, I think the magnitude of it all depends on how exactly you choose to deal with it. So if you chose to stay stuck in that energy, then it's like, all right, you know that this is kind of small, right? And it's not even that it's kind of small. It's just like, you know, you have the power to overcome it and you're choosing not to, right? That's why you were crying over spilled milk. That's why that's labeled as that. But yeah, because the Eight of Swords, yeah, so you were stuck in that, right? But the Eight of Swords is a card. Oh, I don't have it here to show the illustration. With the Eight of Swords, you have the opportunity, because there's a blindfold on that person within that card. So you have the opportunity to take that blindfold off and move around those swords so that you can't get cut at all. You move through that unscathed. That's kind of what they were saying. Like, all you had to do was just take off the blindfold and realize that it was all illusionary. And it probably seemed a little bigger because of what you went through. So like, your trauma made it way bigger than what it actually was. But you doing something about it, you're overcome. You're showing yourself just how big you are with this Chariot card here. Like, can't nothing interfere with the places that you have to go. Like, the Chariot is, they on the move. They got somewhere to go. You got 2 lions in your hand. You getting pulled somehow. Like, you out of here. Like a chariot. You know what a chariot is. Literally. Like, you out of here. But with this Eight of Swords, all you had to do was just realize that. It just took a lot of realization. Because this Jack of Spades here, that's a Page of Swords. And that's a card of introspection. My bad, y'all. That's a card of introspection. And so with the thoughts that you had in your head, you just made a decision. You chose. You thought about it, but you don't want to think about it no more. It's like, how much more thinking are we going to do? How much more pondering are we going to do? That's you being stuck in a situation. That's that energy having that hold on you that it wants to have on you because you're already here. Like, oh, you're here? Yay, let's play. Misery loves company. So whatever that energy can do to keep you there. But you said, nah. So yeah, that's beautiful. You have a lot of expansion coming through because you chose to do something about your past, and you want to see something for that. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, because your efforts are definitely going to bear fruit. It's definitely giving fruitful energy over here for years to come. With this Ten of Pentacles, for years, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that there are no more issues, because new levels, new devils, all right? I didn't even get into the fact that the original spread technically had a 5 of Wands in it, with this 3 of Wands and a 2 of Wands, because 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's challenges and stuff. Literally, new levels, new devils. However, it's cool though, because there's a change though. There's a lot of changes in here, but like 5 is still an energy of change. So even though it's new levels, new devils, it's a different type of challenge. Like I wanna cry in a Bentley. I don't necessarily want to cry on a moped. I'm about tired of crying on a moped. I would like to cry in a Bentley. That's what this is giving. Somebody is going to be upgraded in that sense. So where these things, they can't touch you no more. This little 5 of Cups energy, not in this new level, not in this new chapter. It's going to be totally new energy, y'all. So shout out to whoever this was for. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because this is a pretty blatant message. Shoot, congratulations. Love you.